Hey, what's up, WBSE and Whiskey Network? Today, Bill and I are going to be sampling a wonderful treat from Glendronach Distillery. We look forward to this one. It's a very unique bottling. Bill?
Yeah, we got this sample, and it's based off of the movie The King's Man, and Chad will go into a little bit more about that. But if you've read the article on Whiskey Network that this link is linked to, you know a little bit about it already. So Chad, why don't you tell us a little bit about the distillery?
All right, so Glendronach Distillery, it's one of Scotland's oldest licensed distillery, almost 200 years old. It was started in 1826. So James Alderrice, I believe, was the founder, and today's current master blender, Rachel Berry, I believe you pronounce her last name, has it's a lot of high standards at the Glendronach Distillery. So what we're going to be trying is this Glendronach's Kingsman Edition. It's a 1989 vintage, and it's finished in a sherry, Oloroso sherry barrel, I believe. So Bill, you want to tell us about the Kingsman and a little bit more about it?
Actually, this one, I'll tell you a little bit about, but just to be clear, this one is finished in Oloroso and Pedro Jimenez casks, both of them. So the Glendronach Kingsman Edition 1989 vintage was created to mark the upcoming September release of The King's Man. And this is the second in the series of collaborations with Marv Films and Disney. The first was Kingsman: The Golden Circle. I haven't seen either one of these. I did see the trailer for The King's Man, and it looks very interesting. I do want to see it. The King's Man's based on the comic book, The Secret Service by Mark Millar and David Gibbons, and is set in World War I. It invites the viewer to discover the origin of the very first independent intelligence agency. So that sounds pretty cool right there. There's an important line in the film which they've pointed out, and I think it's a phenomenal quote, and that is, "Reputation is what others think of you. Character is what you are." So, Chad, you want to get into the bottle?
Yeah. So this bottle is based off their oldest bottle that's housed there today. It's based off a bottle from 1913, and it's a 29-year-old whiskey. So the Glendronach's Kingsman tastings is from 1989, and it comes in at 100.2 proof, very, very limited. At 3,000 some odd bottles, 3,052, I believe we had written down to be distributed worldwide, and it's going to be kind of pricey at almost $1,300.
Yeah, and this bottle is labeled, numbered, and wax sealed by hand, and it's adorned with the iconic bespoke King's Man insignia. So it's going to be pretty cool. Good luck finding one.
So, well, since we have some in our glass, you want to try it out?
Absolutely. So let's see what the nose is here.
Now, I've had this sitting in my glass probably 25 minutes.
Yeah, likewise. Got some nice legs on it.
This has a deep, rich, earthy nose, some berryish.
Yeah. Plums.
Oh my God, this is
some old leather. I do get that.
This has just, you want to crawl in the glass and just kind of put a little bit there and just let it walk around with you all day.
The sherry really pops in it.
Yes, you get the sweetness from the sherry. I mean, it almost makes your mouth a little watery when you're nosing it.
Mm-hmm.
This has a spectacular nose. The legs just come down so pretty and clean.
Yeah, the color is gorgeous. It's the color of coffee.
Yeah, it's definitely a aged whiskey. So, hey, Bill, cheers.
Cheers. Wow.
That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing.
Wow.
You get almost like some black truffle, almost like a black truffle powder. Uh, some raisin, a little bit of chocolate or cocoa-ish.
I get fig, and I say that because I pick up Black Mission figs for my wife all the time.
Yes, you do.
And I can taste the fig in there.
Kind of tastes like a fig Newton to me. The nose is exceptional. The taste is
definitely a very nice mouthfeel. Really long finish.
It's a prime example of a true Highland Scotch. This is absolutely wonderful. The at 100.2 proof, it's not a big punch in the mouth, but you get that heat on it. The finish just kind of coats all over the tongue and lasts quite some time. This is just remarkable, to say the
Get
least.
a little tobacco in the finish as well.
I get a lot of, I don't want to say like pipe tobacco, but almost like a Virginia tobacco, like a cigarette tobacco. And it's not off-putting by no means. It just marries so well and everything. You get that kind of a little bit of dark fruit also still in the end.
Yeah.
Like a vine ripened fruit of some sort. Not some sort of berry, maybe.
I get plum.
Plum.
It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. One of the best Scottish whiskeys I've ever had.
Sorry. This is, I've had a bunch of Scotch whiskeys. As you know, I was kind of studying up on a lot of different Scotch whiskeys over the last year and a half, preparing for some things. And I like the Highland Scotches so much. Glendronach puts out some fantastic stuff in this. If anybody gets a bottle, it will not disappoint. And this ain't something you're going to be slamming by no means. This is a beautiful sipping whiskey. I can see sitting in the leather chair, reading a book, relaxing, listening to some, blues music, smoking a cigar possibly, and a cigar would definitely pair well with this one.
That's the tobacco I get on it. It's like the pre-draw on an Opus X.
Yeah.
This is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
Glendronach Kingsman. Highly recommend this bottle. I know at $1,300, I'll be dropping a few bills looking for one myself. This is definitely will be a great addition to any whiskey collection.
And I would like to also add that if you know Chad, you know he's not a big fan of finished whiskeys. This is amazing. So
I'm not a fan of American whiskey that's finished. Scotch does it right. I'll say that, and I'll raise my glass to the Scots, who's been making whiskey for hundreds upon hundreds of years, and they've really nailed the finish part. And you're right. I do not like American whiskey bourbon finished. I think it's way too much sweetness. But in these single malts, it works 150%. And this is a great one.
Yeah, this is a great one. There's only one other that we've had, and I'm not going to mention it because it's a different distillery, but that even comes close to this.
Yeah, it rivals it, definitely.
Yeah, but
Definitely.
it's phenomenal.
But this, I probably going to go chill out in the front room of the house and just kind of really get comfortable and get to know this and the rest of this sample. So, brother, cheers.
Cheers.
This Glendronach Kingsman, man, kicks ass.
Cheers,
WBSE.
WBSE.
Cheers, Whiskey Network.